Hey everyone, Carlos here. No, I haven't done a video in a while. I wanted to take a moment and talk a little bit about Jonathan Cain's memoir, Don't Stop Believing. The man, the band, and the song that inspired generations. This is an incredible book. I don't know if you know a little bit of my background, but I grew up in Puerto Rico. I'm actually going there this Thursday, so I'm really excited to visit family. But I moved to the U.S. when I was about 13 and a half years old. I grew up in a really musical family. I sang with my parents when I was a little kid, just kind of traveled around the island and did a lot of that. And then when I came to the States, I had kind of already made up my mind that I wanted to be a mechanical engineer. Around 14 years old, our neighbor came up to my dad and said that this singer that my dad really admired and that I grew up listening to his music, by the name of Steve Green. You may or may not know who he is, depending of what circle you are in. He was going to be doing a concert about probably 2 miles down the road from where we lived, and I went and I saw him sing live. And it was at that moment that on the way home, I told my dad, "Dad, I want to talk to you about something." And I said to my dad, "Dad, I don't want to be a mechanical engineer anymore. I want to be a musician. I want to be a singer, and I want to do that." He said, "Son, I believe in you. I think that's great, but you're going to have to work really hard. You can't just be good enough." And so he used to quote, we loved baseball. I grew up playing baseball. My dad was a very good baseball player, very good pitcher. And so he and I would love to watch the movie The Natural. And the movie The Natural, there's a quote that says, "You have a gift, but it's not enough. If you rely on your gift alone, you're going to fail." And so my dad said, "If you're going to do this, you're going to do this right." And so he started taking me to guitar lessons for years at a time. And then when I told him I wanted to go to college for music, he said, "Go do it." And so I ended up going to Southeast University for voice. And so when I graduated, I thought in this lofty mind of a 21-year-old that I was going to leave college and that everything was going to go great and that I was just going to get plugged in into whatever and just continue to sing. And I've not stopped singing, and in fact, I've had an opportunity with the group that I've been with for a little while now to travel around the world and around the U.S. a lot, but there's been a lot of bumps along the way, and so this has been especially lower season, if you will, because we as musicians, we all have these peaks, but also valleys, and so as I was just sitting kind of in this room right here, just honestly just watching TV and not doing a lot, he dropped this book off, and he said, I saw an ad for it on TV in the news, and Jonathan Cain, stopped by and talked a little bit about his story, about his music, and the story behind the song, and the story behind the man. And so it was really inspiring, and really inspired me to continue to dig deeper and pursue this passion of mine, which is singing and writing songs. And I guess I just want to encourage you out there, whoever watches this, however many people get to see this, that we shouldn't give up. We shouldn't stop believing, because the world needs creators. The world needs people who dream. The world needs people who will take a chance, make a difference. And I think I've been a little bit too passive, and I felt really convicted about it, to see the turmoils and the extent and the passion that this man went through in order to achieve his dreams. He was always prepared, and he was always going after it. And even in his lowest points, he never lost faith. It's just something really cool. So for you, I recommend that you get this book and read it. If you're an artist and if you're struggling with your creativity, keep creating, keep going, keep pushing. I'd love to collaborate with any of you, if at all possible, just so that we can establish this community of people that support each other in what they do. It makes this world feel a lot smaller, which it really is, once you get to relate and talk to people and see how people are. So for you, Jonathan Cain, thank you so much for writing this book and writing from your heart. And inspiring the rest of us and inspiring me to not stop believing. So thank you. And because of that, I figured why not do a cover of this song, and so I hope you guys enjoy it.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. A singer in a smoking room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Now strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Just to find emotion hiding somewhere in the night. Working hard to get my fill.